UN Sales Convention, the CISG. I wanted to make sure I grabbed that topic before all the other songwriters got it. So yes, this song is about the CISG. It's done from the perspective not of a lawyer, but of a merchant who's experienced the transition from the dark ages before there was a CISG to this commercial paradise that exists now that we have a CISG. But it does make reference to certain legal issues, and since you don't have written footnotes in front of you, a brief word of explanation will be in order. There are some decisions by several U.S. courts that have improperly declared that when these courts interpret the CISG, they will be guided not by an international perspective, as the CISG requires, but by the provisions of U.S. domestic sales law, which is found in Article 2 of our Uniform Commercial Code, or UCC. Unfortunate but true. Second, my good friend, Professor Joseph Lukowski of the University of Copenhagen, and I have written a number of pieces, both together and separately, arguing that the convention does not permit a litigant who has successfully pursued a claim under the convention, does not permit such a litigant to recover as damages under the convention the costs of the attorneys employed in litigating that claim. We believe that that matter is beyond the scope of the convention and is governed by domestic law. Others disagree, but there you have it. And finally, of course, Articles 38 and 39 of the convention require a buyer to examine delivered goods within as short a period as is practicable and notify the seller of any claimed lack of conformity in the goods within a reasonable time. In determining how long a buyer has to go through this process, there are decisions from certain jurisdictions that shall remain nameless. Well, Germany and Austria mostly. That have, in the view of some, taken an approach which is overly strict in the amount of time permitted the buyer to go through this process, as difficult as it is to believe that German or Austrian courts could be overly strict. So with those ideas in mind, let me perform this song, which I very cleverly call the CISG song. Oh, when I was a little boy, my daddy said to me, if you want great riches, son, it's a merchant you should be. You can deal in goods from cars to car and earn more than enough. But don't buy or sell cross-border, son, cause that's awfully risky stuff. We didn't have no CISG. If we bought or sold in another state, we didn't know what the law would be. But now there's a convention to make global trade more free. Except them gol-danged US courts just treat it like the UCC. As a young man, I took up those words my daddy said. I became a merchant, traded goods to earn my bread. But I would not buy or sell beyond the borders of my state, cause if the deal was not domestic, none could tell my legal fate. We didn't have no CISG. We were clueless how the law would go if we dealt internationally. But now under this treaty, global commerce, it's a breeze. Except some jerks from Pittsburgh and Denmark say I can't recover no attorney's fees. But now there is a treaty when I buy or sell a farm. I can deal with folks from everywhere, from Arles to Zanzibar. And the goods I buy, they're always fine, and my buyers, they never sue. I I hardly need a lawyer, yes, my life's perfection true, because we have that CISG. There's no risk in international sales far as the eye can see. But I just received a shipment, so I must quickly say goodbye, cause German courts and the Austrians too gave me just 5 minutes to inspect and notify.